Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this drugstore fall makeup glam. We got some smoky eyes, some berry lips. I actually already did a drugstore makeup tutorial last week for fall. I'll link that down below if you guys have not seen that, but that's kind of like a little bit more smoky. I have winged liner and it's a burnt orange lip. So I wanted to kind of do something a little bit different, but still sticking with fall. And I wanted to use all affordable products so you guys have different options, like for different looks if you want to do and recreate any of my looks. Originally, I really had no clue what I wanted to do. Last night when I was thinking about what video to film today, I was like, okay, maybe I'll do something like for every single day, like an everyday fall look, and I came up with this. This is obviously not for every single day, but I will do like an everyday fall makeup glam if you guys want to see that as well. But for today, this is what I got going on. I really hope you guys like it. I don't have any major updates for you, but I hope you like it. As always, don't forget to grab a snack and let's just jump into it. Okay, so I already have my brows done and my lids primed. I will leave the exact products that I used down below. I just wanted to get that kind of out of the way first, just to save some time. So I'm starting off with the eyeshadow. As always, I'm going to be using the Milani Most Loved Mattes palette. I adore this palette, and I think everybody needs to have a good matte eyeshadow palette in their collection. This one's great. I love how neutral the palette is because it's really perfect for all year round, but I love all mattes for fall. They also do have a palette like this that's mattes and shimmers if you like a mixture of both, but for today I'm going to just use this one because I love me a good matte makeup look. So I'm going to start off with the soft brown transition color, and I'm going to be applying that in the crease. To be quite honest with you guys, I don't know exactly what kind of look I'm going to do. I'm kind of just going to wing it and go with it. So I'm going to be using an old favorite of mine. This blending brush is from Live and Breathe Beauty. You can get this at Walmart. I think this is hopefully still available, but this is like one of my favorite blending brushes ever. It's just a classic fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to be taking that shade and I'm going to run that right in the crease. Back and forth. It doesn't really have to be super precise because we're going to go in with more shades, but a transition color is always a must no matter how neutral a look is, because it's just going to help for your other shades to blend and for the look to look as seamless as possible. So I'm going to focus most of the color on the outer part, as you can see here, and then with the extra product that I have, I'm going to drag it in towards the middle part of the crease. And as always, I'm going to build this shade up. You want to make sure you're tapping off the excess as well. I love this palette, I really do. It is a little bit more, I don't want to say pricey, but like compared to like Wet n Wild or something like that, it is like a little bit more expensive than that. It's like, I believe when I first got these, because I ordered these online when I first got these palettes, that was like months ago when they first launched, and I got them directly from Milani's website, and they were $20 a piece, I'm pretty sure. But if you go to Walmart, I know that they're like $15, which I know that is still a little bit pricey for drugstore, but you get a lot of shades in here. The packaging is really nice quality, you know, so it's nice. I like it. Okay, so yeah, I'm just building this shade up quite a bit because the overall look is going to be really, really neutral. I'm not going to use a lot of color in the crease. I just want to make it kind of really smoky. Okay, I'm going to be using this white-haired blending brush. I got this from Amazon. The direct link will be down below to the exact brush set that I'm using because these don't have names, unfortunately, so just check down below. So I'm going to be going in with the like deep burnt orange color, and on that brush I'm going to take this shade and I'm going to start applying that and building it up on the outer part of the crease. Really, really light motions. And I'm only going to focus that shade on that part, gradually building it up and adding it towards the center of the lid. I wonder if you guys can hear it like outside because it's like raining, and it's honestly really relaxing when you can do your makeup to like the sound of the rain. I love that. I'm going to use a Wet n Wild P15 brush. It's kind of like a flat, fluffy brush, if that makes sense. It's not totally flat, but it's still kind of fluffy. So this is from their one collection. I don't know exactly what it's called, but these brushes are still available online and I adore them. They're great. So I'm going to be using this purple color in here, and I'm going to be applying that all over my lid and kind of just see what happens. Oh, okay. I like that. Just take that. I'm gonna kind of use patting motion, so I'm literally like doing this with the shadow. Since it is a matte, you kind of have to work with it a little bit. I'm kind of taking this shade and I'm gonna be really working it in the inner part of my lid and building it slightly towards the center. But I still want to keep the orange right here, so I'm not gonna go too far all over the lid. Does that make sense? Oh, I really like the purple. See, I've never used this purple all over the lid. I usually just use the colors in this palette like in my crease. So I'm actually really loving it. Then I'm gonna go back into the first blending brush that I was using, and I'm gonna be using the first soft brown shade, and I'm gonna run that in the crease. I'm gonna take the eyeshadow and kind of extend it outwards like this, and I feel like it kind of like extends your eye outwards as well. I just kind of drag it out this way. Obviously gonna be cleaning up the edges of this shadow, so don't worry about that. So with this palette, I really love it, but obviously I feel like with any matte palette, you have to work with it. It's not just gonna like blend itself, you know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes with shimmers, you can kind of just place them on your eye and then you're good to go, but with mattes, especially when you're doing an all matte look, you really have to work with the colors and blend them out and take your time a little bit more. I'm gonna coat my lashes with some mascara. This one is from Essence. It's the Lash Princess Mascara. I actually really like Essence mascaras and they're like so affordable. I think they're all under like $5. So I'm not gonna do any liner today. I just wanna keep the look matte and smoky and just with some lashes. I'm gonna pop on some lashes. I've actually never used these style before, but these are the Salon Perfect 652 lashes. You guys know I'm obsessed with the 614s, so I'm hoping these are gonna be good. They look really pretty, but really neutral, which I love. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop those on and then we'll move into the skin. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I popped on the lashes. I actually originally was gonna go in with the Salon Perfect ones that I showed you guys, but I felt like they were a little bit too natural for this look. So, oh, that scared me. Hold on, my mom's calling. Hi, Mom. So that was my mom. She wanted to know if I was going to the gym, and I'm like, I'm in the middle of filming, but once I'm done, we can go. Okay, so to prime, first I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I don't know why more people don't talk about this primer. I actually really like it. It's funny because there was actually a video, I'm pretty sure one of you guys sent it to me on Twitter, and this lady had gone on a rant on Facebook about this primer and how there isn't a lot of product in here. And she was basically saying like she expected this to last her at least a year. I'm pretty sure it was this product. I know it was an e.l.f. product. And it's just really funny to me because it's like e.l.f. is so affordable, and I think for what they give you, like their product and everything, it's great, especially for the price. So I don't know, I just thought it was funny. But it's a really nice primer. It is literally, like it says, poreless. It does make your skin look really smooth and soft, and then when you apply your foundation, everything kind of just glides on over top. It's one of my favorites when my skin is kind of pretty normal. Like right now, today, my skin doesn't feel excessively oily or dry. It's kind of just like right in the middle. I love that primer for that. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this. I know that I used this in my last drugstore makeup tutorial, but I love it so much. It's been like my go-to. This is all that I've been using, the Rimmel Stay Matte Fix and Go 2-in-1 primer and setting spray. I don't know what it is, but I just love this stuff. I've been using this before and after my makeup, and it's great. Ah, my eyelash is lifting. Hold on. Good thing I noticed. Oh, and I have primer on my lash. Okay, come on, get it together. Sometimes you guys ask me like, how do you prevent your inner corners from lifting on your lashes? Now, it happens to me. Sometimes the lash will just lift, especially me. Like I have really bad allergies, and sometimes like my eyes will water and then bloop, it'll just come up. So sometimes I just take my tweezers and I press it down as much as I can, but you know, it happens. So for foundation, you guys know I've been obsessed with the new Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. This has been literally the only foundation that I've been wearing ever since I started using it. Like, I think that was like almost 2 weeks ago. I just love everything about it, and it's actually now available on Ulta's website. I'm pretty sure in store too, but don't quote me, but I definitely know that it's online. Ulta's website, run and get it. If you love full coverage, you will love this foundation. But I'm gonna be doing a Makeup Revolution dedicated video for my next video, I'm pretty sure. So I don't want to keep using that. I want to give you guys other options because I did use that in like my last couple videos. So I still love it. Don't get me wrong, it's my fave, but I'm going to be using my LA Girl Pro Coverage HD foundation, which is another really great foundation. It's super affordable and I'm obsessed with LA Girl face products. I think they're really great and they work really well, especially their foundations with my skin. So I'm going to go with the shade Nude Beige. I don't really know if this is going to match me, but we're going to make it work. This one I would say is like a nice medium to buildable coverage. Definitely is more natural on the skin. Is this going to match? Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. So I'm just gonna press this in and I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. beauty sponge. I always have the name in my head and then I always forget what it is called. So I will link it down below, but I'm obsessed with this sponge. It's so good. It's been like the only one that I've been using pretty much. And I love it. So yeah, this foundation is very, very natural on the skin, but you do get some good coverage. It's obviously not as good coverage as the Makeup Revolution one. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's like the most full coverage foundation that I own. That's drugstore, honestly, in my entire collection. But this one's really good. You can see it's really, really pretty on the skin. I really, really like it. And this color is good right now for me, so that's good. I forgot how dewy this foundation is. It looks really dewy on my skin today, but it does hold up really nice. I remember using this foundation a lot last summer and it's beautiful. So then for concealer, I can't help myself. I'm actually running low on a lot of my drugstore concealers that I have, like my NYX one, my Flower Beauty one. So this is like the only one that I have like a lot of concealer left in. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer. Just looks like this. I also have like the supersize version as well, but I'm just using the regular one. And I think I'm gonna go with the shade C8. I think this will be a good match. I don't like my under eyes to look too light and I think this will be good. So I'm just gonna be applying that really on the inner part of my eyes. Let's see, yeah, that's a good color. So I'm gonna just blend that in with the same sponge. I'm just using the other side of the sponge. Okay, I'm gonna build that up because I love me some full coverage, especially with concealer. Also take a little bit of this down my nose, above my lip, around my mouth, my chin, and in the forehead area. Oh my gosh, there's something in my eye. Don't you hate that? Like you're doing your makeup and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, what's jabbing me in the eye? It's like, don't kill my vibe. And then I'm gonna take another e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. I literally have so many of these in my collection. And I'm gonna blend out the inner corner. Because the sponge sometimes is a little bit too big that you can't really get in there. So with this brush, it's perfect. I literally use it every time I do my makeup. I love it. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and set underneath my eyes. And I'm gonna be using an old favorite, actually. I haven't used this in a while. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I have this one in the shade 20. Really, really, really love this. And honestly, I haven't used this in a while, but I know that I love it. I've been using my Rimmel Stay Matte Loose Powder and I was like getting my makeup products ready for today's video. And I'm like, all right, Jasmine, you gotta switch it up because I've been using, I feel like a lot of the same products because I love them so much, but I wanna give you guys other options as well. And this is a really nice smoothing powder. It looks so good, actually. Wow, I forgot how much I love this. So I love applying my translucent powder with my sponge. I feel like everything just really sinks into the skin better. And even if you use too much powder with a sponge, it kind of just like makes everything look seamless regardless of how much you use. Whereas sometimes with a brush, I find that it can look sometimes like just a little powdery or cakey, you know? So with a sponge, since it's still a little bit damp, it just helps. I'm not a huge fan of baking with this powder in particular. I really just use this to press into the skin and just to set the areas. And you know what? I'm gonna set the rest of my face using my sponge because again, it gives you a really, really soft look. Sometimes I'll use the excess powder and I'll use a brush with it, but today I'm feeling it with a sponge. Okay, and then if needed, I'll go back in with the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush and I'll really set more precisely in the inner corner. This brush is so versatile. You could even use it to like contour your nose, to set your lids, for concealer, like it's great. So I've talked about it so much, but if you don't have it, stop. Just go buy it. If needed, I'll go back in and I'll kind of set a little bit more on my cheeks and I'll use some sort of pressed powder. This one's really good. It's the NYX No Filter powder in medium olive. I'm gonna use this large e.l.f. brush, another love of mine. This one is the 101 brush and I'm gonna just take this NYX powder and lightly dust a little bit more powder because My foundation was very dewy, and I just want to make sure that everything that I put on over top goes on super smooth. So this powder is really lightweight too, so it's not going to give you any more coverage. It's just gonna set everything really nicely. All right, I'm gonna apply a little bit more lip balm because you guys know how I feel about foundation on the lips. This one is the Menthol Lip Tint from Bath & Body Works, and this one is the Magenta Mint. It gives you like the lightest tint, like it's nothing crazy. It doesn't look as intimidating as it looks on the tube. So there is always a link in my description box to the menthol lip shines, because I actually added that question, like how do you keep your lips so hydrated and glossy, into my FAQs. So just check down below. There's literally always a link, so if you're interested. All right, so I'm gonna move into the rest of the face and do the bronzer and all that fun stuff. But my absolute favorite drugstore bronzer is hands down the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I feel like you can't go wrong with it. If you can't find a good bronzer for your skin tone, I just recommend also, like maybe if this one doesn't work for you or something, getting a really darker version of like your favorite drugstore powder or any powder. Just get like 2 or 3 shades darker than what you normally would, and that's a perfect bronzer as well. So I'm going to be using, which brush do I want to use? This brush. This is a Profusion powder brush, and I'm just going to be taking the bronzer and I'm going to just bronze the skin. And yes, my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer is literally falling apart, but it still works. I also really love the bronzer in the Wet n Wild Contour Duo, but I just feel like this is just like my perfect everyday color. Like you see, it's just so nice, and I'm just obsessed with the smell of it, everything. Like it's just so good. I don't remember where I got this brush. I want to say I got this from TJ Maxx, but I love how Profusion is sold at Target now, because I've been loving a lot of their products, especially their eyeshadows. Okay, I'm also going to take some of this bronzer and drag it down my neck. So normally on an everyday basis, I will just do my bronzer like this and just bronze, because I feel like, I mean, realistically, I'm not really contouring and doing all that. But if I want something a little bit more precise, I will just take like a small little like dome brush. This one is from Lexi. I got this in my BoxyCharm, and I'm just gonna take that same bronzer and kind of just more precisely apply the bronzer kind of like right here. Just like that. And I'll take some bronzer down the sides of my nose, just a little bit. I'm not an expert with contouring my nose. And kind of just clean that up. Then for blush, I'm using this Profusion Studio Blush Palette. I actually picked this up from TJ Maxx a while back, but like I said, they do have Profusion online and at Target as well. So check it out. This palette was only $4, and I'm obsessed with it. It's one of my favorite affordable blush kits because you get to mix and match. It's really smooth and buttery on the cheeks, so I really love it. I'm gonna be using these 2 colors, and I'm gonna mix it with this shade right here. I'm gonna use this really old Sonia Kashuk brush. I'm telling you guys, this thing, I've had this brush since I was like 17 years old in high school. Like, it's just crazy how long it's lasted me, but yes, love it. So I'm gonna just take the colors and just pretty much mix them. So pretty. And these blushes last all day. Like, for how affordable they are, it's crazy. So if I can find this exact palette, I will link it for you guys down below. If not, I will find another alternative that's similar. Okay, just like that, and I'm just gonna blend this out with that same e.l.f. brush from earlier. Then for highlight, I'm gonna be using this brush from Amazon that I have. It's from Do Care. The link will be down below. And I'm gonna be going in, where's my highlight at? Oh, okay. For highlight, I'm gonna be going in with these 2 Zodiac Collection highlights from Wet n Wild, and these are in Fire and Earth. So I'm just gonna mix the 2. I saw these recently at Walmart, so definitely check out your local Walmart. I'm sure they're available online as well, but any Wet n Wild highlight is amazing. I've really never had any issues with any of the ones that I've tried. They're so buttery and creamy and smooth, and I'm obsessed. Just gonna mix the 2. So pretty. I love it. You see, like, oh, it's just such a perfect color. And then I like to go back in with my blush brush that I was using, and I'll just blend that out. Okay, going back into the eyes, that's pretty much it for the face. It's really simple. As you can see, it's glowy skin. It's really pretty and just like really fresh and natural. Natural. I'm gonna go back into the Milani Most Loved Mattes palette. I'm gonna start off with the soft brown that we were using first. I'm gonna apply that on my lower lash line. To do this, I'm actually gonna use the e.l.f. contour brush for the eyes, which I love. I love this brush because when you apply your eyeshadow under here, I feel like it kind of is just so effortless. Like the size and the shape of this will just blend everything out like instantly. It's such a great brush. Also going to go back in and I'm going to take a little bit of that orange color and I'm going to apply that as well with the same brush. And I'm also going to take the lower lash line, I'm going to connect it up towards the crease area just so we can kind of all mesh together. Just going to do a couple little touch-ups in the crease area once again. For the lower lash line, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. Then I'm going to go ahead and set my brows. Also, before I forget, this is the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. I use this like all the time. Like not just in my drugstore tutorials, like just in my everyday life. This is my favorite brow gel ever. I also really like the Maybelline one. I forget exactly what it's called. I can't think of it right now. I'm having a brain fart. And also L'Oreal has like a brow stylist plumper. That one's really good. But this is just, I don't know. I just love it. Final thing I'm going to do for the eyes is I'm going to line my waterline with a nude pencil just to kind of really make the orange stand out. I'm going to be using the Essence Easy Glide and Waterproof Eye Pencil. This one is just in the shade, I'm pretty sure it's just Nude. This one is in the shade Silky Nude. Oh, it's so creamy. I love just how like the nude kind of just really brings the other colors together. I really, really love it. So final thing I'm gonna do, of course, are my lips. Now, obviously, you guys know I'm obsessed with my nudes, but it's officially fall, so I'm gonna show you guys just a vampy lip that I think would go perfect with this eye look. I'm gonna be starting off with the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner. You guys know these are like one of my favorite wooden pencils ever. This one is in Berry Wine. Just looks like this. These are like $3 or like $4, something really, really cheap, and they're amazing. So once your lips look like that, then you've pretty much nailed it. I really need to practice how to line my lips better. I'm not good at it like at all. Then to top that off, I'm gonna go in with the Pixie liquid lipstick. These are absolutely amazing. I love the Pixie line. Now, to be quite honest with you, I've never tried any of the bold colors. I've only tried the nude, so this is gonna be my first time testing it out. So hopefully it'll be a good one. But this one is in Berry Boost, and Pixie is available at Target. Also, I just wanna quickly mention that this applicator is everything. I love the pointed tip because it makes it really easy to like apply the liquid lipstick. Oh, that's a little bit more red than what I wanted. Okay, so this is not the color that I honestly wanted for this look. I thought this was gonna be like, look how dark it looks in the tube. It looks like really, really dark, and then you apply it and it's a little bit more red. So I'm gonna go look for something different in my collection. I'm just gonna layer it because like I do like the color and I don't feel like taking it off, and I'm gonna just see what I can find. Okay, so honestly, I don't have anything really, really vampy that is drugstore. So the only thing that I could find that is like fall in my collection, because I got rid of so many really, really dark lipsticks that I really just wasn't using in my collection. I need to go out and find like the perfect vampy lip. But I really do like Milani's lipsticks, like their regular lipsticks. They have really, really nice vampy colors. So I'm gonna go in with this one in Uptown Mauve. This is not as vampy as what I wanted. This is like a bright purple, but whatever. Let's just mix it and see what happens. Not the vision that I had, but honestly, I really, really like this berry lip. I'm gonna just go ahead and set my makeup again with the Rimmel setting spray, and then we'll be all done. All right guys, so that completes this video. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please also leave me your favorite vampy lip colors down below that's affordable. I mean, it doesn't have to be affordable, but I would prefer affordable. So leave me your suggestions because I'm gonna be on the hunt for the perfect vampy lip colors this fall. So leave me your suggestions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you liked this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I will see you in a few days in my next one. Bye.